Once upon a time, in a vast and wild forest, there lived a mighty lion, the king of the jungle. His golden mane shimmered under the sunlight, and his roar echoed through the trees, instilling awe and fear in the hearts of all who heard it. This lion was known far and wide not only for his strength but also for his proud and fierce nature. One day, as he rested beneath the shade of a great oak tree, a man happened to pass by the edge of the forest. The man was a hunter, strong and brave, but wise beyond his years. Curious and cautious, the man decided to test the tales he had heard about the lion's power. Surely, he thought, this beast is as fierce and invincible as people say. So, he stepped forward from behind the trees and boldly called out, "Lion, I have heard of your strength and your courage, but I wonder if you are truly as mighty as the stories claim." The lion, who was not used to being challenged, opened one eye and looked directly at the man. His gaze was calm but commanding, filled with centuries of untamed power. The man continued, "I will prove to you that stories can be exaggerated. Let us make a pact. I will fight you, and if I win, you will allow me to leave the forest unharmed. But if you win, I will become your servant forever." The lion, amused by the man's confidence, agreed to the challenge. He stood tall, his muscles rippling beneath his tawny coat, and prepared to engage with the man. As the fight began, the man showed skill and cunning, dodging the lion's powerful claws and sharp teeth. But the lion was strong and relentless. It soon became clear that the man was no match for the king of the jungle. The lion's strength was overwhelming, and in a swift move, he pinned the man to the ground. As the lion's jaws came close to the man's throat, the man quickly raised his hand and said, "Wait, before you finish this, I have a question for you." The lion paused, curious about what the man could possibly say at such a moment. "What is it?" he growled softly. The man, catching his breath, said, "If you are truly as powerful as you say, why do you worry about me at all? Why do you waste your strength fighting a mere human when you could have caught me easily without a struggle?" The lion, slightly offended but thoughtful, considered the question. He replied, "It is true that I am strong, but I do not fight unless I have to. Humans often come into my territory with weapons and traps. I must be careful. Your boldness made me cautious, but now I see you are clever as well." The man nodded, his heart pounding but his mind sharp. "Strength alone does not make one great," he said. "Wisdom and courage are just as important. The stories people tell are often mixed with truth and exaggeration, but it is the combination of qualities that makes a king or a man truly respected." The lion, impressed by the man's words, decided to spare him. "You have shown bravery and wisdom," the lion said. "Go in peace and tell others that the mightiest are those who know when to fight and when to show mercy." The man thanked the lion and left the forest, carrying with him a lesson he would never forget. This story, known as The Man and the Lion, is one of Aesop's timeless fables. It reminds us that true power is not just about strength or force, but also about wisdom, understanding, and the courage to face challenges with both bravery and humility. The lion, the king of the jungle, and the man, a simple hunter, teach us that respect is earned not through dominance alone, but through kindness and insight. In life, we often face situations where we must stand up for ourselves or others. Like the man in the forest, we may be tempted to prove our worth through force or stubbornness. But this fable teaches us a more important truth, that sometimes the greatest strength lies in knowing when to fight, when to speak wisely, and when to show mercy. It is a lesson that applies not only to the wild world of animals, but also to our everyday lives, where kindness and wisdom often lead to the most lasting victories. So, the next time you hear the roar of a lion or find yourself in a tough situation, remember the story of the man and the lion. Remember that courage and wisdom together make a powerful combination, and remember that mercy, like strength, is a sign of true greatness.